Man, how do you deal with coming out of getting through cancer and then having to deal with just a whole nother hurdle? Obviously you got, stuff in your personal life going on as well. It just, you got to have some mental fortitude to really get on the other side of a battle with cancer.
Well, the fucked up thing is that lawsuit started as soon as I got sick.
So they were both happening at the same time.
Yeah, when I found out I was sick, it kind of conversations kind of happened when I was knee deep in chemo and I was really, really, really sick. This ain't a sympathy card at all. It's just like people can relate to what it feels like being sick and thinking you're gonna die, and also having threats of your business being taken. Right?
Almost like it was on purpose.
Hey man, wild timing on their end, right?
Right.
Maybe they didn't plan it that way, but that's the way it worked out. And so it was kind of tough, but like it really put everything in perspective for me. I'm like, well, first of all, now I really gotta stick around, right? Like I'm really not gonna I can't go nowhere now. And it's really made me realize like the good, precious moments, like, with pure things outside of business. And so, for me, that's why that Forbes cover felt good coming out of that shit. It was like, man, I'm being recognized. I'm getting my flowers while I'm here. That's why the Ad Age Award, the Clio Award, these are all big fucking globally recognized platforms that recognize what we're doing. And so it just was the motivation I needed to keep fighting. But cancer was really, really hard on me. I had major PTSD from that shit. And I'm noticing more and more people getting colon cancer at a young ass age. And it's just scary, bro. It's just like really, really.
And like a lot of men don't go and get checked for that shit.
Nah, because the symptoms are I had 0 symptoms. I had early stage 3 colon cancer. That means another 6 months of letting that ride would have took my ass out. So I probably would have had a year or so. If I would have waited 6 months or more to even get checked, I probably would have had a year or 2 years at most. The hardest thing for me to watch was like the brother, shout out to his whole family, his kids and his wifey, but seeing the Inky boys go through that, we found out at the same time. You know what I mean? And I'm just like, damn, bro, like that shit hurt and it hit hard, because I'm like, damn, not everyone's gonna have a chance to make it through this. And so I just take a lot more calmer approach on life and like stress, and I feel blessed to even be here, bro. And that's why I try to tell people when people get stressed out about money and things that's going on. But today's world, I'm like, bro, like, yeah, shit's tough, but you're alive, man. Like you can't even downplay how big that is right now.
For sure, brother. That is, I think that some people forget that. What was the what made you get tested for was it just like a normal run-of-the-mill doctor's visit?
Nah, because I was with the doctor already that wouldn't even have ever looked for that. It was like some weird, like universal gut feeling I just woke up one day, was looking out my window. I'm like, damn, I actually got a good life here. Things are going good. I'm successful. I feel like cookies is going to be something incredible that's going to live forever. Like, what am I actually missing in life? Where am I missing at? And I'm like, maybe health. Like I'm losing a little weight. I'm not as big as I used to be, but maybe I should like get myself a private doctor to really look into what I got going on, because I just want to make sure I'm good. And it's crazy because 5 years before this, I had a fear of having stomach cancer like my mom. Mm-hmm. I went and got a colonoscopy, 100% clean.
Wow. So
5 years. So in 5 years, in 5 years, that cancer developed and got to early stage 3. And so I picked a random ass day to call my partner Parker and ask him, do we know any concierge doctors, any private doctors that could actually care about me as a human and really looking at me. And we found a doctor that was not only willing to take me on, but he's also an investor into our business. And he's the only doctor in the country that does this test, the Gallery test. So when I went to go see him, he was like, yo, we can run, all your blood work and make sure you're good. But like this new test came out 2 months ago. I want to run it on you, test for cancer, for 50 types of cancer through the blood. I'm like, let's run it. And that's how he found this shit. And the article came out maybe 3 weeks ago. I'm kind of like one of the first people that publicly took that test, found that I had cancer, addressed it, and made it through the situation. So there's a big debate about this test right now. Not a lot of doctors want to take it on because false and positives. That's the craziest shit I've ever heard in my life. I saw it work for me. It saved me. That's why I'm here right now. And I preach about this every time I get a chance, that test should be available It's
I mean,
only
it
at
feels
the-
like an easy test to take too. Like in terms of like
Blood.
when you think of, like, yeah, it's a blood test.
blood test. And I would rather get a false positive and think I'm gonna have cancer for a week and a half until they go look inside my body and then find out that I'm good,
Right.
than like not know anything at all.
Yeah, because you got doctors that are I mean, look, man, you got good doctors, you got doctors who are just getting a check. It's like teachers. I look
Yeah.
at doctors and teachers kind of.
It's like anything in business. Being a doctor is a business, and you know, some of the institutions, like, even though they're good doctors, they just don't have the bandwidth. Like, if you're at Kaiser Permanente, you're seeing 4,000 patients, right? How could you actually truly keep up with one of those patients?
Facts.
Like, even if you're a really good person, even if you don't have a hidden agenda,
Even
you're
if
not
you have
getting
great
paid.
intention.
Yeah, you can't. Your bandwidth is going to be done. You're not going to be able to keep track of every. And so, you know, for all my people out there with money that got money, that care about their health, you know, the new flex is getting concierge doctor.
Get a
You
doctor that's.
Yeah, all the rap
Honed in.
cats out there living fast on the road, not eating so well. Like, yo, fuck that Gucci belt, fuck that new whip, you know, fuck that new chain, motherfucker. Get yourself a concierge doctor and make sure you pay attention to your health. That's the new flex, really.